Toga. How are you guys? So my name is Amrita, and I am from Vancouver, BC. And you know what? I love what I do. So in the audience, if you love what you do, can you please stand up?
Students are still unsure.
This is amazing. So look around. These are all people representing the Christian cabinet manufacturing industry. And you know, we are people that we actually love what we do. So we want you to be a part of our industry, to be a part of this journey. So my passion is to educate people and to provide them the tools to achieve a growth mindset. I have a university degree in human resources and also a leadership certificate in coaching. And I am the third generation at Sunrise Kitchens. We manufacture kitchen cabinets and also vice president here at CKCA, which I'm really proud of. So thank you, members, for selecting me. So Sunrise Kitchens was started in 1983. Also a garage operated operations. And it was started from my grandfather, and he took the company, and we had multiple growths over the last 30 years. And now our full family, the four of us, are all in the operations, and we work day in and day out. By a show of hands, can I see who is a part of a family business? So if you look around you, you know, we have some panelists here that have started their own businesses, and the majority of our audience also represent family businesses. So the element of family is very important to our members, and majority of us, that's how we operate our facilities, to have those types of core values in place. So people and culture leader, what does that mean? So as I graduated in human resources, I had decided halfway through my journey to change my title to people and culture. I thought that people and culture was more of a pull for me, that, you know, that brought me passion to help people, to make sure that they're fitting in our organization, to have them a part of our family, and to also align their interests with the jobs that we offer. So culture became a big part of my day-to-day, and currently still continues to be, and that's why I get up every single morning to do that. So, as a woman in the industry, it is a lot of biases that we're navigating. For me, my own experience, you know, you sit at the table and sometimes you're left out or, you know, forgotten about, but I think as women that, you know, a lot of the people that I do see in our industry, we have new perspectives, we bring that to the table, we have a new edge, we provide a lot of different types of thinking. I mean, you know, we love the kitchen, right? We're always in the kitchen, we're, you know, making food, so it's something that I would say that is a very important factor for our industry, to bring in these women into the industry and into these jobs that we have available. So I could say women can do anything in our kitchen manufacturing industry, and back at Sunrise, I'm proud to say 50% of our office staff are women. And there's opportunities to grow and evolve with our organization. So as you heard, it's not just a job, but it's a career. And a lot of the members here at CKCA, that's what we are focusing on, that it's a career building industry, to make sure that you have a long run of you know, opportunities to grow and opportunities to learn new skills. Our industry does provide that for you. So for employers in the room, how do you do this? So just a little HR tip would be to create some policies around employee transfers in your organizations. What does that mean? What does that look like? You know, how do your people in your organizations have a pathway to the different departments within your organization? So, create those and then advertise for that, and then as you see, you don't need to recruit from out. You'll have a lot of internal skills that can be evolved and then transferred over. So we also have the one team concept at Sunrise. This is where the managers and any leaders, we ask them to be open-minded. We all have one goal at the end of the day. We do have our KPIs in place and whatnot, but at the end of the day, it's the one goal that we're striving for. We're growing the company, and we're all just trying to be the best that we can at our jobs. So being able to have their minds flexible like that, it would help with evolving their teams and allowing for these departmental transfers that at first they were scary to some of our managers, because it's like, oh, we're losing someone that we spent so much time, putting in skill and training and time. But at the end of the day, if they're a better fit for a different department and they're going to thrive there, that person is more likely to stay. And that's what we want as business owners. So our industry, let me tell you about yesterday. Yesterday we were all at a tour, and a lot of the people that I met and our CKCA members were so warm and smiling and just very genuine people. And I think that really comes from the family element of our companies. And we are an industry that welcomes anyone, whether you have the experience, that you don't have the experience. You're welcome to join, and we're able to provide you all the knowledge and all the skills that you need to be thriving in your job and in your career. So for an example, at Sunrise, the last year we had 5 co-op students. There were some interns and actually volunteer personnel as well, and we hired all 5 right out after they finished their term with us. Till this date, they're still with us. We've had a lot of success with people who do internships with us, students who come and just ask, what does the facility look like? What do you do in your job? And they shadow us, and they're still with us. They end up getting a lot more experience just by coming in and walking into our doors, rather than coming for a job interview. So those are great tips. I encourage students to go and find these types of opportunities of co-op internships, volunteer work, and whatnot. So, a little bit about CKCA. In the communications committee, so I also sit on the communications committee here, and our goal is right now labor shortages. So we're communicating what the CKCA members are feeling and what the industry is feeling right now. I'm sure there's labor shortages in all sectors of business, but we currently are, our manufacturers are experiencing the labor shortage all over Canada. So this labor shortage just doesn't mean that it's in production. I know we like to talk about production a lot, but it also means that these challenges we're seeing in HR, project scheduling, supply chain, design, engineering, logistics, quality assurance, R&D, marketing. So there's a slew of departments that are needed to be staffed to make sure that we're running as an operation. So that's something to highlight within your local communities and as students, to talk to other students if they're looking for jobs in these areas that the kitchen manufacturing industry is looking. So we're also promoting careers in the industry. So this is through the high schools or through any post-secondary. We're trying to build out content that will communicate what our industry is like, but through bringing kids back to work, through a booklet that we're creating. Oh, it's up there. So, we're trying to do things that are a bit more student-focused, a little bit more towards what the students want to see. These actually 2 pages up here was created by a grade 12 student that I have as an intern. So this was her perspective of what something should look like and what's engaging in terms of content. We're also collecting
video reviews, as you saw Ethan's video. These are the types of content that we need in our industry to really push us forward and to bring us in the map. So our industry is, I wouldn't say is labeled as sexy automation, but we are getting there. So we are really high tech with some of our machinery and production. And I would also say our office. So production has a lot of the cool toys that you see, robots and CNC machines moving by a touch of a button. But in the office space as well, for a design example, we have softwares that are just, mind-blowing, and they provide such powerful information nowadays that, it's beneficial for the client, it's beneficial for you to learn those skills, to make your job easy. There's Power BI, there's analytics, so there's a lot of high tech coming towards the office space and as well as the production manufacturing floor. So some action items that I would like to ask everyone to be a part of, if they could, is students to connect with your local kitchen manufacturers, or with Sandra, or with myself, come find us, and we would love to connect you to, wherever your local manufacturers would be, to go, schedule a site visit, go see the facility, go meet some people, start these conversations, and hopefully you can see yourself be a part of these companies. Members, we ask you to help spread the word of CKCA and what we're doing. By doing so, we would enrich all our members by providing employment. So we want you to send some pictures of people working in your facility to us. We also want you to engage in the content that Sandra puts together and through their newsletters, and to also provide us any new ideas in terms of how to attack this labor shortage problem, which we are already all having a conversation about. So, as we as members, if we don't voice our concerns and we don't come together, then there will be no other support out there. So I highly encourage you guys all to be a part of this movement and to be part of this journey. Thank you.